So these niggas was basically signing up to kill themselves. Hey, bro, this shit's a trap. I knew it from the beginning. Hey, bro, did these niggas cheat life, bro? So you pulled out a dead nigga, buried him for another 1,000 days to pull him out again later to see if this nigga would come back to life. Y'all suicide. Y'all sacrifice these niggas.
Thought them people told me I was gifted. Looked up to the older nigga, but I just knew I was gonna be different. Watch these niggas around me, I know somebody hating and I feel it. Watch these niggas around me, I know somebody ain't happy that I'm shining. This shit ain't happen overnight, nigga, you been knew it was grinding. I ain't got no...
We about to get in this motherfucking Mr. Ballin' and this crazy theory woo shit, you feel me? Hopefully my camera don't die. But the rituals, this ritual will kill you, so I don't know what the fuck this shit about. But from the picture, it was some strange shit and woo. So, see what the fuck they talking about.
Quite simple. There are 3 phases. Phase 1 is called Moku Jikagayo, which roughly...
If you don't know who ogre is, that's the Baki shit, you feel me?
It's tree eating training, and it's primarily focused on the monk's diet. It takes 1,000 days to complete this phase. However, most monks go much longer than 1,000 days. During this phase, monks will only eat byproducts of trees. Things like seeds, nuts, tree bark, tree roots, pine needles, and they will collect all this food on their own. It should be noted, though,
these niggas don't want to eat no fruit. They ain't want to plant no shit. Like, you know they got apple trees, right? Like, I thought the niggas gonna say apples at least once when he said shit from the tree. I was like, okay, they eating shit from the tree, from the earth. So I was just tweaking. No, these bitches was eating tree bark, and what the? I wonder if they soaked that bitch, like boiled that bitch and kind of like made it soft in a way, or if they just ate straight tree bark like it was beef jerky.
Some monks in this first phase will ingest small rocks. This is likely done because they are starving and they can't find...
Bro, these niggas are trying... Hey, bro. Hey, I don't even know if to call this shit smart or dumb at this point. Like, these niggas are literally trying... Like, I'm saying these niggas are surviving, but, like, they, like, forcing themselves to do this shit. Nigga, you hit a rock. Hey, bro, real talk, bro. I ain't even about... Bro, I'm just gonna go off by myself and do this shit. I'm like, hey, bro, I gotta... You feel me? Y'all tweaking now. Like, I'm gonna go off and plant me and do my own shit. I'm gonna still do the shit I was doing here, but I'm not... Nah, bro. Like, niggas be thinking cutting out regular food is bad. These niggas are eating... I thought they was about to say rice and woon. Like... These niggas said fucking tree bark. These niggas ain't say a leaf one time. Like, y'all niggas ain't want to make no salad. Y'all had nut salad. Something. It's not the usual shit, but at least it's food. It's edible. Y'all was eating rocks. And, like, it don't get no worse at this point. Like, these niggas is beyond in the trend. Like, if any nigga there is breaking the fucking ritual and not eating the same shit another nigga is eating, bro, I know them niggas dead. Like, real talk, niggas is beyond it. Like, you beyond that point fucked up in the head that you not even thinking about your peace no more, bro. You like, fuck everything I just learned, bro. We whooping this nigga ass, bro. Like, you have food and they didn't tell us, nigga. We out here eating rocks. Not fruit, not leaves, not grass, rocks.
Food
for some nirvana shit that we
rock.
not about to fucking accomplish. Nigga, you think I'm eating a fucking rock? Nigga, if you don't get the fuck up, nigga, I wouldn't even lick a wet rock to stay hydrated.
The rocks take up space in their stomach and kind of curb their appetite a little bit, but because they don't actually digest the rocks, they're not technically breaking the phase 1 diet restrictions, and so they can continue on with this ritual.
Bro, you might as well put that bitch in a bowl of water and eat that shit like cereal, bro. On some Fruity Pebbles shit, like, that's what the fuck I do, bro. Like, I'm real surprised ain't nobody ate no leaves yet, bro. Like, I would be like, if you can eat rocks, nigga, I'd be what, nigga? I'd be
Additionally, during this first phase, the monks adhere to a very involved and...
Nigga, I'd take a worm out that bitch, eat his ass, bro. Not fucking playing. Squeeze a lemon on his ass. Like, bro, real talk, like, I really come up with some chef shit. If y'all coming up with some crazy shit like this, eating rocks and plants, bro, I really go out there and bitch and fuck a possum up on some real shit.
Strenuous physical exercise routine, and then whenever they're not foraging for food or exercising, they are meditating. At the end,
I think it's crazy as fuck because
you're not ready for it.
Cause I just did a video. I just did a video with my. I just did a video with my nigga, bro. And that shit fucked up the whole time. It kept fucking up on both videos, but now my shit back to normal and not fucking up. That's wild. I don't know.
Of the 1000th day of phase 1, if the monk has survived, because sometimes phase 1 monks do die mostly from starvation.
Nigga, I would be dead.
It is up to them if they are ready to.
I'd be dead. Like, real talk. I could survive off, like bro, water, like, at least. Did these niggas get water, bro? I ain't hear shit about no water yet.
Move on to phase 2. This decision ultimately comes down to whether or not, 1, the monk actually adhered to the strict rules of phase 1, something really only that monk would know, and then 2, whether or not the monk actually believes they are spiritually ready to move on to phase 2. Phase 2 is much shorter than phase 1, but it is significantly more challenging. And so the monks going into phase 2, they really need to kind of bring their A game and have no second thoughts. They need to be fully committed to phase 2.
If that's phase 1, what the fuck is phase 2?
To successfully complete it. For reference, most of the 24 monks who successfully attained nirvana through this ritual repeated phase 1 2 or even 3 times just to make sure they really were ready. Phase 2.
Challenge ye to a duel, hoe ass nigga. But
I'm calling out the top nigga. I'm calling out the top nigga. Stamp. I'm calling out the top nigga. Like, we gotta run that shit for the top spot. Like, nigga, I'm going through that shit 2 or 3 times, and them niggas said they went through that for how long, nigga? A year? Bro, I'm not going through that shit for about a year. Didn't they do it 2 or 3 times? Bro, these niggas ate rocks, bro. They watched some of these niggas die already, bro. Trying to achieve y'all bullshit, y'all make them do that shit again. Calling out the top nigga, bro. Real talk, bro. Like, my nigga, bro, I'm on some Vikings type shit, bro. Like my niggas was doing in that anime, bro.
It's called Myojo, and it roughly translates to deep meditation. But a better way to think about what this phase entails is these monks need to enter into a sort of trance-like state, almost like an out-of-body experience, because what they're going...
Hey, bro. I feel niggas, like, you feel me? Like, when niggas get on other shit, like when you really start to read in the shit, when you really start to, you feel me? But low-key, bro, I don't know how, like, I wouldn't wanna, I don't know, nigga, I'd be scared. Nigga, I feel like I might have a heart attack, bro. I feel like I might have an out-of-body experience like that, real talk. Like, imagine that shit, bro. Like, nigga, you basically saying, bye. Like, yeah, nigga, I don't know about that.
To go through in this phase is so...
Like, and that shit just feel like it's happening in front of your eyes and can't shit you can do about it. Like, I don't know. Like, do you know you gonna come back? Like, it depends, like, cause it's like, you just laying there and this shit happen when you high and you just got an out of body. You feel me? Or what you want. I feel like this is why niggas do heavy ass drugs, cause they might feel like this or some shit. I can't fuck that shit every second every day.
Physically uncomfortable that unless you're able to kind of detach mentally, there's just no way to go through with it. And so during the second phase, the monks will sit down and meditate basically constantly for 100 straight days. And during that time, they don't eat any more tree byproducts or rocks.
Alright, so it wasn't a year, it was 100 days. Alright.
Instead, they have a liquid diet. They drink a little bit of salt water, and they drink a lot of a very particular kind of tea. The tea is made...
One thing I say about that, them drinking salt water is not bad, because with our bodies and shit, you don't need to drink a lot of salt water. But like, I don't know how often it is, you feel me? So I at least say like a month is 4 weeks. So I say like at least 1 week out the month, or at least not one whole week, but like one day. I say pick 1 day out of the 2 weeks, or 1 day out of the 3 weeks. A little bit of salt water, they say. Goddamn, because with your body and shit, like, actually opens certain shit and allows you to drink, like, allows your body to get more hydrated when you actually drink water and shit. Because, like, I don't know. That's what I say. I'm not gonna say too much about it, because I don't too much remember all the shit, because I only did a little bit of type shit. So I don't know. Like, I know it, but I just don't remember all the names, because it was a lot of big shit and a lot of like other names. But they had like diagrams, and they had like so you could see exactly and know what it's talking about.
Toxicodendron.
It's not good for you, but it's just something you shouldn't intake a lot. You feel me? But it's not as bad as people try. Like, it's not. You feel me? Because like when you need to clear your throat, or when you need to you feel me? Salt water.
Tree bark,
which
contains the same toxin in poison ivy. Meaning, for phase 2, you basically just sit alone by yourself for 100 days while simultaneously drinking a poisonous tea that causes a massive allergic reaction inside of your throat and stomach that causes an intense itching sensation inside of you that you cannot physically itch. Also, this poisonous tea gives you explosive diarrhea, and it makes you vomit a lot. If you somehow
the niggas is not doing that. Them niggas that's achieved all this shit, they not doing it. I just killed that flower instinct, and I don't be doing none of that shit. Caught his ass. Now I need a fucking napkin. Bruh, niggas is not doing that shit, bro. Niggas is not caught that nigga ass, bro. You see how them niggas was, yeah, bro. I might not be catching niggas in the chopsticks, but
to survive all 100 days of phase 2, and unfortunately, many monks don't, you automatically move on to phase 3. Unlike phase 1, phase 2 never gets repeated, most likely because it almost certainly would be fatal to do so. Phase 3 is either the easiest or the hardest part of the Sokushinbitsu ritual, depending on how you look at it. It doesn't have a name like the other 2 phases, perhaps because so few people make it to this part of the ritual, but regardless, phase 3 definitely has a strict set of rules like the other 2 phases. These
niggas drunk strictly tea and salt water. I know they pH was fucked up. I ain't gonna, like, I don't care if they were drinking the purest tea. I know they piss was fucked up. Boy, I know they nuts was like, boy, it probably felt like them niggas had blue balls or some crazy shit all the time. Like, them niggas thinking like, ooh, I'm carrying the universe. Like, I'm really in tune with my body. Like, I'm like, nigga, what's it, like, them niggas was probably really like, I flex nuts on some shit. Like, no, nigga, that shit was bad. Like, I really just thought of that shit. Like, bro, imagine you drink sweet tea, or you drink, like, even green tea all the time, and you drink salt water. Or you just drink one bottle of water. Nigga, I don't know.
Monk has a small pine box that has no windows built just for them. It needs to be big enough that they can sit inside of it in the lotus pose, which is how they typically sit when they're meditating. And then once it's all built, the monk climbs into this box. They put a lid over the top of it, but they put a bamboo shoot, like a bamboo pole, through the cover of this box, so there is a breathing tube for this monk inside of this box. And then they lower the monk inside of the small pine box 10 feet into this hole in the ground, and then once they ensure the bamboo pole is going to be above ground so they can breathe, they...
no disrespect to no nigga, bro, but y'all signed up for this for what? Y'all signed up for this for what? Like, bro, if I'm on some, like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I could be on a straight liquid diet. Or like a straight, like, liquid fruit diet type shit, you feel me? Because niggas could really just make, like, smoothies and shit with just plain fruits and, you know, throw some oats in there maybe. You know, give me some honey, water, boom, good. But, yo, these niggas on some crazy shit. It's not even at the body, bro. These niggas was, I thought they was just gonna be in a box. No, these niggas got in a box underground. Hey, bro. Like, this shit is, like, for what? Like, I'm still, like, these niggas have not did shit yet. Like, hey, I'm just, hey, y'all niggas see it, bro. I'm trying to figure out, like, this shit is really
charcoal. Before we cover what happens next in Phase 3, you need some context about what this ritual is actually doing to the monks performing it. Phase 1, tree eating training, serves two purposes. The first is it's kind of like a big gut check. It really shows who wants to do this ritual and who doesn't.
Hey, bro, real talk, bro. These niggas don't know shit about nirvana, bro. These niggas, they don't know shit about nirvana, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm like, bro, is y'all niggas gonna eat a rock, bro? Y'all niggas eat rocks? Y'all niggas willing to be in a coffin underground and survive for days? No. Like, real talk, that's the type of shit I'm gonna come off on. I'm like, yeah, y'all niggas, yeah. In my day, y'all niggas want, hey. Real talk, bro, cause what the fuck? Like, bro, we just gonna get through this shit. We just gonna get through this shit, bro. I'm really trying to figure out,
like, if you can't complete Phase 1, you certainly can't complete Phase 2 or Phase 3.
Nigga,
so it's like a filter. It weeds out the weak monks. The second purpose of Phase 1 is to literally shrink the monk. The tree...
Hey, bro, they shrinking your fucking skeleton, bro. You can't even fit in your body no more, bro. That shit just made me feel claustrophobic, bro. Not even gonna hold you, bro. And the first time I saw that shit, man, I felt claustrophobic outside, nigga. So there's no way I'm about to do that shit. Fuck that shit. There's no way.
Diet, combined with the constant physical exercise, removes all of their body fat and a lot of their muscle. And so they're...
Hey, bro, these niggas live... If these was the niggas that was living to like 140, 126, hey, bro... I'd rather live a short life. I want to live a long life, you feel me? Like, life is a blessing and shit. But, hey, bro, what the fuck? Like, niggas... Like, bro, it's not even no shit to say that. It's like, because, you feel me? What was them niggas, like, you feel me? Bro, that nigga was doing more than fasting, bro. That shit on some photo of a nigga fat, bro. No. Nah, bro. That nigga was, like, on life or some shit. This nigga probably about to come around some bro. I can't do that.
Incredibly lean.
Yo.
The end of Phase 1. And this will be significant when we talk about the end of Phase 3. Phase 2, deep meditation phase, serves two purposes as well. The first purpose is that it puts the monk into that trance-like state, and then the second purpose it serves is the toxin inside.
Bro, I actually fought with this video though. This shit hard as a bitch. I'm low-key glad I clicked on this shit. I did not think it was gonna be this. It said distressing images, so I was like, you know what? I feel like this is gonna be one of his. You feel me? That nigga usually got some on and shit. But I've been fucking with this video. It's been wild though. It's been wild.
This poisonous tea kills off all of the naturally occurring bacteria and parasites inside of the monk. Again, that will become significant when we get to the end of Phase 3. Speaking of which...
Wait a minute.
In this video, I'm going to show you how I made $1.2 million in the first 7 months working online without having to be an affiliate marketer.
Speaking...
This poisonous tea, so it was basically not helping shit. Like I was saying, pH fucked up. Bro, it's not even let me do that. Hey, bro, that was some fucked up shit, bro. They green as hell. They made the top of the screen come up. But, like, basically, I was saying, so fucked up T. So these niggas was basically signing up to kill themselves. Hey, bro, this shit is a trap. I knew it from the beginning.
So in phase 3, the monk is put in their box. They're lowered 10 feet into the ground.
They doing all this crazy shit to fuck up their body, harshing their body, making the weed. Then they giving them this tea, drinking this goddamn salt water when it's really not doing them because they're not drinking no water, no regular water, or getting any nutrients that they need to get from the earth. Woody woo, this, that, the third. Then they drinking this tea that they think will help when it's really poison. So whole time they really doing dumb shit that's gonna fuck them up, and they fucking up their goddamn. You feel me? Like at the same time, I feel like them going in the ground is fucking that shit up. But real talk, I feel like going in the ground and breathing that shit in through the straw is low key helping you, like helping with your lungs for at the same time. They're like breathing in, like just focusing in and breathing in through that shit. I don't think that's bad, but you feel me? I wouldn't do that shit with no nigga I don't trust my life with. Like real talk, I wouldn't just sign up for them crazy shit and let niggas do like nah. But yeah. I'm trying to see what these niggas achieve. Like, real talk. These niggas about to be able to walk in the sun after this bitch.
Bamboo shoot is installed, the charcoal is dumped on top of them, and then for several days, the third phase monk will sit in total darkness and meditate constantly, and each day, they have a bell down there with them, they ring the bell. That's the only thing they have to do besides meditate. And above ground, there is a team of monks that are supporting this ritual, and they're listening for that bell. And the first day they don't hear the bell, it means the monk in the box has completed the ritual, and now it is time to see if they have attained nirvana. In Buddhism, someone whose body does not decay, aka a mummy, is someone...
A nigga's body that does not decay. Alright. So, either they ain't died or these niggas just ain't start rotting yet. So don't tell me that these niggas saying, oh, these niggas died, but they didn't start decomposing yet. He ain't say. We just don't see.
Who has cheated death. And to cheat death is
They said that shit in Baki. That's how the nigga didn't die. That's how the nigga didn't die when he was fighting Baki, because he cheated death. And they was like, so you basically cheated. And they was like, the biggest whoopty wham is to cheat life itself. I mean, to cheat death itself. You feel me? So that's really probably what the fuck they was on. Like, yo, even though your body might think it's dead, type shit, but you really got full control over your mind. So really, you tell yourself when it's dead. You feel me? I think that's what the fuck these niggas really might
remove yourself from the vicious human life cycle of birth, suffering, death, repeat. Meaning, becoming a mummy is a way to attain nirvana. And Sokushin Butsu is a self-mummification ritual. Phase 1 shrinks the monk's body, it removes their fat and muscle, it also removes a lot of...
So it's low-key a 50-50 with it. You got a chance of becoming immortal, or you got a chance of dying early. This some shit I feel like niggas should try, you know, late in their life probably to try to pursue, you feel me? Like at least get your good years out of it. Like get your little experience in life, you feel me? Like enjoy time with your people, something.
Inside of their body, and their diet also withholds nutrients to all of the bacteria and parasites that naturally occur inside of their bodies. And so those bacteria and parasites that normally would play a big role in helping decompose your body after death begin to die off. And so the cumulative effect of phase 1 on these monks...
Hey bro, do these niggas cheat life, bro? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like if any nigga do this shit, every nigga should survive. Like, real talk. I know that sounds green as fuck, But like real talk, I feel like if niggas is out here eating rocks on some crazy shit and doing all this should unlock some shit in everybody's body that reset, and everybody should be able to do this shit and cheat life and really become one with their inner self. Because what the fuck, like, how, like, bro, if them niggas, like, I say it's hard, and like at the same time, it would be crazy if every nigga could do it, because then it wouldn't seem special. But like, what the fuck? No wonder that nigga look like, I don't remember that nigga name, but it was some old nigga that the ogre fought.